All right, ladies and gentlemen, another day, another dollar over here at Auto Auction Rebuild. So that noise that we've been hearing, there's so many things that it could be. Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna get started. I, at this point, really have been suspecting the strut mount on this, which sits up under here. In the live stream, we took a look at this, and it didn't look particularly good. I mean, it looked fine, but it was off-centered a little bit, so that is concerning. But as I climb under here, you know, I start looking around, and the best tool you can have for this is a pry bar. And you just start prying around on things like the sway bar right here. You know, pry. I don't hear any clicking, any popping, no noise. Pry the sway bar from the side here, the sway bar in link. I don't hear any noise there either. Pry straight under it. I don't hear any popping noise there. You get into the control arm bushings. Pry on that. I don't hear anything there. We'll pry from the other side. Nothing there. Interesting. I can't really fit in there. The strut looks like it's bolted tightly. Come over here, I suspect possibly a ball joint, but someone's put a new ball joint in it too, so I don't really think that's going to be the case. So there's a couple things I'm looking at. Number one is the CV axle nut. Possibly that's a little loose. This could be a little loose. This holds the rotor on, but once you put the lugs in, that shouldn't really play any role in it either. What I did find, however, and this is what I hope it is this bolt right in the center of your screen. That bolt appears to be backed out, and that holds the subframe of the car up. I don't know exactly what it bolts to, but that's an important bolt, and it is most definitely backed out quite a bit. So we're going to see if we can wrench that down. And while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and check all the other bolts on the suspension, ball joint, control arm bolts, sway bar link bolts, the strut bolts right here. We're just going to double check everything and see if we find anything that's actually loose, and cross our fingers, because I really want some In-N-Out Burger for lunch. And In-N-Out Burger is like 200 miles away down in Dallas. So as you can see, I've got no other car here. This is it. There's nothing else. All the cars are currently gone. So if I want In-N-Out Burger, I got to take the Saab. Let's do it. So here's what we have found, and here's what we have done. Basically, everything under here was still loose. Not exceptionally loose. The sway bar was not very loose, but the top bolt was loose enough that it went a few more turns before it felt tight. The strut bolts were definitely a little looser than they should be. Control arm bolts were a little loose, but not too bad. Tie rod was good. Now, where we really ran into the issue was the ball joint nut right here was not tight. On top of that, these three nuts, someone replaced the ball joint on this. These three nuts and bolts were spinning freely. Like, I was able to literally put vice grips on and just crank these suckers down. So the ball joint was definitely loose. The brake caliper to caliper mount bolts were good. The actual caliper mount to spindle bolts were good. So we had several suspension components under here that were a little loose, and that frame bolt that I told you about earlier right here, I thought that looked like it was loose. It's actually tight, so that one's tight. So we've basically just checked all of the nuts and bolts under here, made sure everything is good and torqued down. Now we're going to take it out for a drive and see if it still makes noise. If it does, next step is going to be disconnect the sway bar in link, take it completely off of the sway bar, and then take it for another drive to see if it still does it. If it doesn't, when we remove that link, we know there's an issue either in the link or in the sway bar bushing itself, which I don't think that's the case. I'm really thinking that this is going to be good now. So let's put the wheel back on and give it a test drive. So I don't want to get too carried away yet. I don't want to get too excited just yet, but I just took it around the block, drove it a quarter, maybe half a mile. And normally, because of how bad the roads are out here, this thing was just rattling like a son of a gun. And now it's not. I haven't heard one rattle out of it since. Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced, that we've got it taken care of. We'll have to test it a little more thoroughly, but for now, seems like it might be good to go. So, moving forward. Well, the trip to Dallas didn't happen, unfortunately. Not due to anything wrong with the car. The car is fine, and the best part is with all that stuff we found under the passenger side loose, she doesn't rattle anymore. So we tightened everything up under there, and it's no longer making any noises when you drive. So this thing is solid, man. This is a solid car, and I'm not going to get into too much, but yesterday was just a really this video was made yesterday, all right? And yesterday was not a good day. Yesterday was I had a rough day yesterday. So Dallas didn't happen, and I decided we're going to get rid of this car because I think I've done just about everything I can to it to make it a good, reliable, solid daily driver. I've driven it 100 miles. We've got no more issues with it. We've gotten the key to where it turns a lot more easily than it used to. Put some silicone spray in it, and it made a huge difference. Sorry, my voice is completely shot today. So there she is. And then I know there's going to be some of you asking about this. You're going to want to know like what the deal is, and we're going to talk about that. We will. There you go. Like I said, yesterday was just kind of a rough day, man. It really was. It's a sexy car, but I'm not going to tell you anything about it today. We'll talk about this in the next video. I mean, for a Hyundai, anyway, I think it's a very sleek car. So, as it turns out, this car should be sold today. The Explorer sold yesterday. So, this means, assuming this sale goes through, and I do believe this is a solid sale, well, we should be about ready for auction. But we got some other things coming up that we're going to talk about in another video, so stay tuned for the next couple videos because we got a lot more stuff to talk about. As you can see, definitely got some things to talk about. Looks like we might be able to pick up a couple new things at the auction this coming week, so I'm really excited about that. And another great car. We'll talk about how much everything's sold for once this car sells. Once everything is said and done, we know this car is gone, then we can talk about numbers, and you guys can tell me what you think about it. Now, before we go, the owner of this car actually got in touch with me. The original owner of the last 8 years saw the video on YouTube and got in touch with me. Now, that's not something that normally happens, but I thought it was really cool. He was able to tell me all kinds of information about that car, give me all sorts of insights. He said the rattling from the suspension, he said that's been doing that forever. He replaced all kinds of stuff and it didn't change anything. As it turns out, it was just a bunch of loose bolts around the suspension. Most likely it was the ball joint because all those bolts were exceptionally loose. So yeah, you know, it's cool to get in touch. He said his wife actually ended up driving into a flash flood, and insurance totaled out the car. He knew that it was in August. He knew a lot about the car that I believe he was the original owner. And he said the airbag light has been on since he had it. He said that was not related to the flood. He said the airbag light is something he was dealing with. He replaced the clock spring and it went away for a while, then it came back again. So he said take it into GM for the recall and it might actually fix it. He just didn't care about it. So really cool to talk to that guy. He's local here in the Oklahoma City area. But I guess we're going to get out of here. I've got some things planned. I need a break. I'm not going to take a break from videos, but I do need a break because literally I'm losing my mind. So I've got to get out of here and just take a day or two before I blow up. It's stressful, man. I appreciate you guys taking time to watch this video. I really wish we could have taken that Dallas trip. Sorry if you got all excited about that. But the Dallas trip in the Saab may still happen, but I can't talk about any of those details right now. We'll talk about that later after we decide, you know, if this car actually sold or not. It's really a pretty interesting situation. So we'll talk about that later. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And at the end of the video, you can click on the t-shirt, get yourself some merch if you want to. I appreciate it. Help support the channel. We will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow so we could talk about, well, maybe this and some other things. We got a lot to talk about. So I'm going to get out of here. Stay safe out there, everybody, and I will catch you very soon in the next one.